Sunday stock talk, the top stocks that I'm watching in for this week. On the right, we have the weekly watch list, so all the stocks that I'm watching, and we definitely have a lot of great setups like Home Depot with a very, very nice play. Bank of America also with a very, very nice gap play. We also have Tesla, which is looking very, very interesting. FedEx on the weekly, but overall, I will be going over a lot in this video, and make sure to study up. You can really be profitable. Just going over these stocks and going to TradingView, setting up those levels and playing based off of those levels. Again, on the weekly recap, all of these stocks were on the weekly watch list, so definitely all of the stocks I'll be alerting on Discord or Twitter will be on this video. Now make sure to subscribe with notifications on, and if you guys are interested in getting my Discord bot, join the Discord, link in the description, and you guys can also add this technical analysis bot. So overall, I always start with the economic calendar, what to expect for this week. And on Wednesday, we actually have the FOMC minutes. So this is definitely going to be very, very interesting. This is around 2 o'clock Central Time, I believe. So 1 hour before, 1 or 2 hours before market closes. Definitely, Wednesday power hours, expect some big movement to the either side. Other than that, that is pretty much it. Wednesday power hours is really the only thing to be really careful of and to be aware of. So let's get started. I always take a look at the SPY first, the S&P 500. We can see we finally hit a resistance. We pulled back, and our support is around 446.61. So I'm taking a look at the chart. If we do drop, I'm taking a look at calls right around this area. So 446.61, this level of area where I have the support at. So taking a look at SPY calls around this area. If we do fall back to this support, a potential scalp. But other than that, pretty much, we finally got a very small pullback, and we're starting to, bull flag over here. On the Qs, the tech ETF, really the same thing. Okay, we hit a resistance, and now we still have a little bit more room to drop, which I want to see a little bit more room to drop. So for the Qs, we have 353.61 area where I will be looking to scalp and swing calls right around this area. So definitely go on to TradingView and follow along with me. I do have a TradingView referral down below. Now my main play, my first play for this week is Home Depot. Home Depot looks primed. Taking a look at the daily, we kind of have this head and shoulder, but the most important part is that we have a very, very nice area of support around 300, which is also a very, very nice psychological level of support. We could see we bounced off quite a lot from the support, so right around like 2 times, and now we're here at the 3rd time. The more times we test a support, the weaker it gets. But taking a look over here, I'm looking to straight up get calls over here for a swing with a very, very, very tight stop loss. So Home Depot looks great. Even a shares buy, this looks incredible. This looks very, very nice. We could see that if we don't hold this level of support, especially on the 5-minute, this could be a very, very, very nice put play. Okay, if we break this support, that could be a very, very nice put play. But overall, I will be grabbing calls with a very, very tight stop loss. Okay, if on the daily we close below this level of support, we have a lot room to drop. Okay, we have a lot of room to drop. We can take a look at our next support, which is around 291. So I'll be taking puts if we break this level of support. Definitely my number one play for this week. Okay, this is my number one play for this week, so definitely please keep an eye on this level, and I'll be watching Home Depot all throughout the week. My next play is not Tesla. We have Bank of America. So Bank of America looks very, very interesting. As you guys know, I always take a look at Bank of America stock. Okay, so taking a look at these levels, we're right around that support area. So the whole market kind of pulled back, and we're retracing back to the support area. Down below, we have a breakaway gap. A breakaway gap is whenever we break a downtrend and we gap up, that is a breakaway gap. So breakaway gaps are typically harder to fill, but I'm potentially looking at puts below 40.16. Keep in mind, again, it's a very, very tough gap to actually fill. But overall, this is also a very, very nice level of support for Bank of America. This is a nice demand zone to ride calls to 42.54, which is our next price target. So definitely Bank of America is also on my watch list. Bank of America is also a very cheap play for options, grabbing weeklies or a month out on Bank of America. My next play is Tesla. Tesla looks very, very interesting. One thing to keep in mind is over the weekend we got delivery numbers for Tesla, and they were pretty good, so pretty bullish. So we're kind of expected to gap up on Tesla, but taking a look at Tesla, it looks very, very nice. We have an exhaustion gap. So exhaustion gap is when buyers get exhausted, and I typically take a look at if it is an exhaustion gap, if it is above the overbought RSI. So definitely a exhaustion gap right over here. I'm taking a look at Tesla, and puts below 106, so 1,061 bucks. We kind of have this descending triangle, stop loss right around this area, but overall, if we see weakness right around this level of support and we bear flag on the 5-minute, this could be a very, very nice put play for Tesla. One thing to keep in mind is, just don't enter in puts right at open, because Tesla is a very, very strong stock. Okay, once we get that sell signal and once it starts entering that gap, that is kind of like the confirmation for puts. Now we have FedEx. Now, one thing to keep in mind with FedEx is this will not be a play for this week, but I thought I should kind of give a early reminder, okay, of taking a look at FedEx. So on the weekly, it is setting up for a very, very nice falling wedge. I really love this setup, and I think this is a primed setup. So on the weekly, we can see that we still need a couple more weeks before we actually get tighter, but this is going to be a future play, definitely above around 236, right around that area. But FedEx is definitely on a very, very high watch. For the past, I'm really watching this very, very nicely, and this will definitely be a future play for FedEx. So probably not a weekly watch list, but a future play. So RIVN looks very, very interesting. It has been falling, for the past months, and we can see it tried breaking out, it rejected, and it is entering down back in kind of like that channel. So we could see that this could be a nice short. Okay, if we enter back in this channel, we definitely have a lot of room to drop for RIVN, and we have a nice gap fill and a support down below. So RIVN, it definitely does look for a very, very nice short play. As you guys can see, a lot of stocks that I'm, giving out on, there are a lot of shorting opportunities. So definitely going to be a very, very interesting week. Futures are down a little bit, but definitely, a lot of the plays I'm looking at are mostly bearish. Next, we have SOFI, which also has a very, very similar setup to RIVN. So SOFI looks like a very, very nice put play before $9. So, short below $9, and price target would be $8. So this is also another very nice play that I'm watching, very cheap. Also, definitely SOFI, keeping an eye on this play. The next one, we have Microsoft. So Microsoft had that similar setup to the Qs, and I'm taking a look at Microsoft for a possible scalp around 302.55. So right around calls, right around this area, and also another opportunity to play the breakout at 315. So this looks like a very, very nice bull flag breakout, very nice, major resistance, and our price target would be 323. And this is a play where the market runs. This is going to be a great and profitable play. So definitely keeping Microsoft on my watch list for this week if we break the resistance or hit the support. So yeah, Microsoft is going to be great. So NEO looks very, very interesting. Over the weekend, we had a news on Shanghai, which had a COVID lockdown. So that should kind of, drop the market. So it'll be very interesting on what happens with NEO. If it gaps down and breaks the support, it's going to invalidate the ascending triangle. But I really love this ascending triangle play. We also have a very, very nice wick on NEO. So I really hope we open up flat at market open, and if we break above 22.62, right around this area of resistance, this could be a very very nice play for Neo runs a lot when it does it. Neo is such a fast moving stock, so definitely watching Neo for this week. But overall, my last stock is Space. So Virgin Galactic, and this also has very nice setup. We can see that $11 is a major level of resistance. Okay, we keep rejecting this area of resistance, and we can see that we have a very nice gap to fill. So this is also a nice psychological, very nice play that I'm definitely watching. Also another cheap play. So above $11, we're going to $12. So I'm taking a look right over here. It could also be a nice share play, but overall, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely a ton of plays to watch this week. My favorite for this week, okay, basically all of them. I'm taking a look at Home Depot. Definitely a favor. Bank of America, Tesla. I might pass on Tesla since it is a very bullish stock. Other than that, Microsoft, Neo, and Space. So overall, all of these plays are great. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe with the notifications on, and follow me on Twitter, because again, I did kind of do the taking requests on Twitter. So overall, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and see you guys tomorrow right at market open.